Hello, Virgo. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for the first 2 weeks of February 2025. I've set the intentions of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you are a Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising placement, then this reading is for you. If you'd like to check out your other placements and you're not quite sure what they are, I swear that cat toy loves you. You're not sure what those placements are. In the description box below is a link to a website where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that site and just come back here and watch the video or videos for the respective placement or placements that you wish to view. Do keep in mind this is a collective general reading. It is not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that that one particular message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. So as I always say, take what fits and how it fits and leave what doesn't. With all that said, my darling, let's begin. Tapping into the Virgo collective now. What do they need to know for the first 2 weeks of February 2025 for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus? One more shuffle now. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, darling, we have the Four of Swords. For the top row, we have the King of Pentacles, we have the Chariot, and we have the Five of Swords. The Four of Swords is being flanked by the Ten of Wands, as well as the Ten of Cups. For the bottom row, you have the King of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. 10, 10, 10. What are we missing here? Missing the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, you have Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune to the Moon card, to the Eight of Wands. So in the heart of your spread, you have Four of Swords. That tells me that you are entering the period of the first 2 weeks of February 2025 healing from some type of heartbreak. Now, the degree of heartbreak is different for all of you. Everyone experiences pain differently, and pain enters our lives at different times with different situations, environments, or connections. So for each of you individually, that Three of Swords moment was different, but collectively, the majority of you are in this state of healing in the first 2 weeks of February 2025. And this healing is now affecting all of these other cards, okay? Because this is at the heart of your spread. Some of you could be financially healing yourselves. For others of you, you could be contemplating moving or maybe even going on vacation with that Chariot card, again, in an effort to heal yourselves. The Five of Swords to the Four of Swords, you could be healing some kind of either conflict you've had with another individual or conflict you've had with yourselves. For others of you, you're healing what has been a very, very burdensome time for you. I have another group of you here. You're healing a family connection or a family dynamic or some type of soulmate, soul bond connection that you have. Four of Swords to the Ten of Cups. You're healing the way you communicate. This could also be an individual here that you're dealing with. You're healing your work. You could be learning a new skill, developing a skill, opening up a new business. And the Four of Swords to the Ten of Swords, again, more healing from some type of Ten of Swords experience that you've had. Through this healing, through this process, actually comes happiness and celebration and victory and a new opportunity to move forward in your life, even though you can't see the next steps. It's coming in quickly, and it's coming in with an opportunity. The Nine of Cups to take you to the Page of Cups to take you to the Nine of Cups. So it's almost like whatever has transpired here for you was necessary. I hate saying that to people, to get you to where you need to be or where you should be. So let's clarify this and see if we can zero in a little bit more now on these messages. Let's clarify for Virgo, the King of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Five of Swords, the Ten of Wands, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the King of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Pentacles. Well, maybe for some of you, this might end up being a financial read. Let's just see what comes out and just take it all how it resonates to you. Let's clarify this for Virgo now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. The King of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. Now all the tens are on the table. The Chariot is being clarified by the Two of Swords. The Five of Swords is being clarified by the Four of Pentacles. Wow, I really like that. I love the Four of Pentacles in the After Tarot deck. The Ten of Wands is being clarified by the Hierophant. The Four of Swords is being clarified by the Fool. Whatever is coming to an end, or I should say has come to an end for most of you, because we now have all four tens on the table, enables you to heal so you can have a new beginning, whether that's professionally, personally, or romantically. The Ten of Cups is being clarified by the Ace of Cups, the new beginning. The King of Swords is being clarified by the Seven of Cups, which I really like in this deck because it means there's no more confusion. Eight of Pentacles is clarified by the Tower. I'm going to clarify that Tower for you. The Ten of Swords here is being clarified by the Six of Pentacles. If you have a lot of Taurus in your chart, you may want to look at the Taurus reading as well. Bottom of the deck, we have the Empress to the Devil, to the Ace of Wands, to the Lovers. Very interesting message here for you. So let's begin. King of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. King of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. I feel for a lot of you, I'm going to read this one way. Actually, I should read this two ways. For some of you, this is a career and finance reading. And for others of you, it's a soulmate reading. And that soulmate could be your friend, family member, or lover, okay? So King of Pentacles to the Ten of Pentacles. For those of you where this is more of a career and finance read, because that's how you choose to interpret it, right? You have to use your intuition on how you interpret a collective reading. This is you within the next 2 weeks having the opportunity to heal your finances, whether this is consolidating credit card debt, paying off credit cards, finding an alternative way to make money, finding a new job, finding a better job, creating a budget for yourself. Whatever it is, it's you taking the reins as the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, to address your finances and your long-term financial goals. This is long-term financial planning. For others of you where you want to look at this as if it's a connection, this is you reviewing a connection in your life, whether it's with a friend, family member, or lover, to determine whether or not it can go the distance. Either way, it's very forward thinking of the King of Pentacles to be clarified here by the Ten of Pentacles. So you're either looking forward into the future regarding your finances, looking to improve that, or you're looking forward in respect to a connection in your life with a friend, family member, or lover, and saying, how can I improve that? Or how can I find that, right? If you're totally single and you're looking for a lover, that's, well, how do I find someone that wants the same thing that I want? So take it how it resonates. We have the Chariot to the Two of Swords. I really like this because whatever it is here that you're trying to figure out, your money or a particular connection in your life, or maybe you want to move, I don't know what it is for you. I just know that you're trying to figure it out. So for the Virgos watching this, or Virgo placements, that Ten of Pentacles is something different for every single one of you. But the collective in general is trying to figure it out. That's what you all have in common. So that's the common theme here, is Virgo's trying to figure out something that will last them for the next 10 plus years. Their career and finance, where they're going to live, the people they want in their life, the lovers they want in their life, etc. But this is you taking control of your future, right? Of the 10 plus years. So I feel for a lot of you, whatever that Ten of Pentacles represents, you haven't been able to really move forward on it. You haven't had enough money. There maybe have been conflicts or issues with that particular connection that you'd like to move forward with. Whatever it is, it's been at a standstill for quite some time. The Chariot hasn't been moving as much as you wanted it to move, whether you wanted financial victory or victory with this particular individual. You've been unable to move. Now you can move. In the After Tarot deck, the Two of Swords is a very different card. This person is no longer blocking themselves from moving forward. The swords are in someone else's hand. This person is now, they can just get up and leave at any time. I really like this. Then you have the Five of Swords to the Four of Pentacles. That's when that card came out. I said, oh, I really like the Four of Pentacles in this deck, because what's been holding you back has been conflict, whether this is internal conflict or conflict you have with whomever this other individual is. But the inability for the Chariot to move forward is because every time the Chariot tried to move forward, we were faced with conflict. And so you can't get very far when every step along the way, you're arguing with yourself or arguing with another person or other people in what direction we're going in, or the speed we're going to get there to our destination, etc. The Four of Pentacles in the After Tarot deck is almost like the death card, because you actually have the Grim Reaper here. So if we've been holding on to conflict or the inability to move forward, like what's been holding us back from moving forward has been conflict, your opportunity here is to get rid of the conflict. This is the Four of Pentacles in this deck, is releasing the conflict, releasing the Five of Swords, which takes us to the Ten of Wands, to the Hierophant. Whatever situation this has been for you, it's been burdensome, whether it's been financial, personal, or romantic to you, it's been burdensome. And this is almost like, hate to say it was a lesson, but this was a lesson for you. And I mean, for some of you, did you have to go through hell to learn this lesson? Maybe. But this also is a lesson for you about your own resiliency. You know, this is also a lesson for you about your own empathy towards others and for yourself. This is how resourceful you are. And I know that's horrible to say if someone hasn't had a job for so long and the bills are mounting up and they don't know how to put food on the table. But guess what? When the bills are mounting up and you don't know how to put food on the table, people become very resourceful. They figure out what they can sell. They figure out how they can make money legally. They learn a new skill. They learn how to cook in ways that it doesn't cost as much as going out to eat. You know what I mean? So there was a lesson here for you with whatever that burden had been, or even if it's a connection with a person. The arguing, the fighting was a burden to the connection, but it was a lesson for you and the other individual how to now better communicate with one another. So whatever that Five of Swords represents and that Ten of Pentacles represents for you, you have the ability now to look into the future, to be able to move forward towards your victory, towards your Ten of Pentacles, by removing whatever conflict this has been here. Has it been a lesson for you? Yeah, the lesson is different for all of you, but the lesson was here. And in the lesson, or in the realization of that lesson, wow, I lost my job because of blank. Here, I'll give you an example real quick. And I've shared this story before, but maybe never in quite detail. When I told my husband that I wanted to get the divorce, he immediately went to live at, he stayed in the marital home, and I bought this house. I had this house. So I was lucky. There were no tenants here. And at the time that I had to move in. And so I was able to move into it and start fixing it up and stuff. And then the procrastination began with the divorce proceedings. And he was living in the house, and I couldn't just kick him out of it because he was there and he changed all the locks on it and all my stuff was in there. And now it became like this back and forth negotiation. Oh, you could come on Friday to get your stuff. And then I'd get there on Friday and he's, oh, sorry, I'm working later. Oh, sorry, I went out. He's one of my closest friends now. But for that 3 years of that divorce, he was not very nice to me, and I was not very nice to him either. But because I couldn't get him to like get out of the house or to sell the house so we can like split the equity and have some money and all that stuff, because it took so long, my finances began to dwindle. I also took a hit on some investments I had. So long story short, was that a really shitty 3-year period for me financially? Absolutely. Did I learn to become more resourceful? Yep. I learned to create a budget. I learned new ways on how to make money. I was smarter with my spending. I was shutting off the lights instead of leaving, this, and it's a pretty large 1860 Victorian, but instead of leaving every freaking light in the house, is on, I learned that if I'm not in the room, the light is off. I went out and bought timers, so at a certain point at night, the different lights in different rooms close. I don't have to go running around the house. I learned to become resourceful. Did it really suck? Yes. Would I be as resourceful today when it comes to my money and like energy consumption and stuff had I not gone through that shitty 3-year period? Probably not. Probably not. It took that for me to become a more resourceful person, for me to heal my finances and how I look at money and how I make money, and particularly how I spend money and how I save it. So whatever this is for you, this conflict that you've had here, this difficult time, you're now entering this period of healing from it. But yeah, there was a lesson for you to learn. But now you're starting off smarter. Now you're starting at the new job smarter. You're starting in the relationship smarter. You're going to make smarter friend connections from here on out. You'll make better choices for yourself because of, you know, what you've gone through here. And I know that sounds scary to people because nobody wants to go through the worst, but you don't get to the best and you don't appreciate the best when you have it if you don't go through the worst. And I'm speaking firsthand on that. So what does this new beginning bring in for you? Well, it brings in an Ace of Cups, which ironically is the opportunity to get to the 10 of Cups. And you have both of them here. So that past love connection didn't work out and you had to heal from it. Guess what happens now in your new beginning? The Ace of Cups. So if you're a single Virgo and you've been doing the healing work, you understand why that past connection ended, why it was even in your life. You're walking away with some lessons from it and you're healing the heartache that came with that ending. A lot of you have a new love partner entering your life in the next 2 weeks. Now, if you're going to be a shut-in, I say it all the time, and not make yourself vulnerable and get on dating apps or dating sites or out there into the 3D world where you can actually meet people, then no, the reading's not going to play out for you. But if you make the effort to be vulnerable, it's there. The opportunity is there. All aces in tarot are opportunities. The opportunity is there to go the distance with someone. And if this is a career and finance read, same thing. If you really make it your job to find another job or to find a secondary source of income, if that's what you need, the opportunity presents itself, which will help make you more emotionally balanced. Because let's face it, when we feel financially comfortable, we have less stress and worry. And that does, in fact, make you emotionally balanced, more emotionally balanced. I love when people say, money doesn't buy happiness. It sure as shit does. And it's not that it buys happiness, it creates contentness because you're not worried about the electricity bill shutting off and you're not worried about where your next meal is coming from. You know what I mean? So does it buy happiness? No, but it sure as shit helps usher it into your life. So whatever this is for you that has ended or is coming to an end now, just know that it was a spiritual lesson. It was intended to teach you resourcefulness when it comes to your love, when it comes to your money, when it comes to your energy. And now you're able to move forward into literally a whole new beginning. Full card to an ace back to back, like that is amazing. And then the 10 of Cups is being clarified by the Ace of Cups. Look, it's like a gift from God. It's like the hand, like you've passed the test. Here, this is yours. This is yours. This is your new opportunity. King of Swords to the 7 of Cups. Whatever it was that didn't work out for you here, that came to an end or is coming to an end. If at some point you were or currently are confused by why it had to end, just know that when you get this new opportunity, you will no longer have confusion. Because the King of Swords sees things very clearly because this is an individual that holds the Ace of Swords, right? So they see things very clearly. They're very decisive with their movements. They're very communicative. But this is someone who is looking at this new opportunity and saying, wow, almost having like this breakthrough moment. Thank God that other thing didn't work out. And the reason why I say that is because in the After Tarot deck, the 7 of Cups card, we're typically in the Rider-Waite-Smith Tarot deck, the person's looking at 7 of Cups. They're like, I don't know which one to choose. I don't know which one is good for me. I don't know. And the 7 of Cups card in the After Tarot deck, the person has selected what they want. So there's no confusion. Now I understand why that job didn't work out because I've landed the job of my dreams. Now I learned why I, had to become so resourceful with money. Now I get. Now I'm having the epiphany moment, the tower, which I'm going to clarify for you, but I don't think it's a negative tower at this point. This is the epiphany. This is the aha. Now I see why that didn't work out. I have a better friend group, or a better community I live in, a better lover. Again, whatever came to an end, I now have something better replacing it. And now I'm not confused about why the other thing ended. Now I understand why it ended. I don't doubt it anymore. 8 of Pentacles to the Tower. This is my epiphany moment of wow, I'm really going to work at making this new opportunity go the distance. I'm going to make my money work for me. I'm going to be successful at this job. Again, whatever this is for you, this new skill that you're learning, I'm going to work at it every day. I'm going to be the best that there can be at that skill or at that job. And if this is a new love relationship, I'm going to take the lessons I learned from that shitty other relationship that ended, that at one time I thought I wanted and I couldn't let go of. I'm letting go of it, knowing, full trust in the universe, that a better partner is headed my way. And when they come in, I'm going to work like hell. I'm gonna work like hell at the connection. Let's clarify this. You clarify this tower, please. And I'll tell you why I think it's an epiphany. I'll clarify in a second. Because the Ten of Swords is betrayal. So whatever you were dealing with before was not treating you fairly. There was one betrayal after another after another. So you're begging for admiration. You're begging for adulation. You're begging for promotions at work. You're begging for raises. You're begging for acknowledgement that you did a good job. You're begging for attention from a friend. You're begging for fairness from a family member. You're begging for love or long-term commitment from a lover. Whatever it was for you, every time you had to succumb to asking for it or begging for it was an act of betrayal. And the longer you stayed in it, you were simultaneously also betraying yourself. No more. In the After Tarot deck, the Six of Pentacles, one of the beggars, which is you, is walking away. I don't have to beg for anything. I can create my own Ten of Pentacles, however I define it. Financial security, emotional abundance. I can go out there and find it elsewhere. I don't have to sit around and beg for you to give it to me. Now, this isn't saying if you're at a really tough job, quit your job, but it's saying you can heal your finances by finding another job, by making it your job to find the other job, and you do, then you're able to walk away from the job that was, making you beg for every nickel that you made there. And your aha moment is, now I see why that other job didn't. It's like when you get this next good thing, this is a good thing coming to you. The next good thing that comes to you is going to be your, holy shit, I was holding on to that job. Man, if I would have just looked for this job earlier, I would have found it sooner. If I would have left that bad relationship back then, I would have found this person sooner. Not necessarily. Maybe this new job wouldn't have been available. Someone was occupying it, right? Occupying that position. You had to wait for them to move on from it. So maybe the lover that you end up with wasn't available back then. Maybe they were with someone else, or maybe they were healing. Maybe they lived somewhere else. You know what I mean? Everything does happen in divine timing. So whatever this new thing is for you that's replacing something that has crumbled in your life or that is currently crumbling, just know that when you get it, you'll understand why the past thing didn't work out for you. Clarify that tower here, please, for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. One more shuffle. Thank you. The tower is being clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Chariot. I love it. Now I understand. Now that I'm victorious with this new opportunity, Ace of Pentacles to the Chariot. Look, your intuition. Now I get it. Nine of Swords in this deck is slaying the negative thoughts about the past, about the Six of Cups. Why didn't that work out? Why didn't that work out? Why didn't that work out? This is your epiphany moment. I get it now. I get why that didn't work out, and I get the lessons that I had to learn there. Knight of Wands to the Two of Pentacles to the King of Cups. It's my aha moment that what I had back then wasn't stable, wasn't balanced, and wasn't very loving. Wasn't a loving job, wasn't a loving friend, wasn't a loving family member, wasn't a loving connection. It offered me really no stability. It offered me no stability. That's the aha moment. So now that I have something good coming in to quote unquote replace it, or replace the, to fill that hole in my heart that was created by, that relationship ending, now I'm going to work based on the lessons that I've learned to show up the right way at this new job or in this new connection. Three of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, the Moon, and the Eight of Wands. Like I said, it comes in fast. Page of Cups holds the Ace of Cups, and that's what you have here. So whatever this new opportunity is for you, it's not only replacing something that ended or is in the process of ending, it's literally your wish fulfillment. It might not be coming in the package you thought it would come, but it's coming. May not be the job that you had or the place where you lived or, you know, the friend that you had or the lover that you had, but it's better because it literally is everything you ever wanted in a job, in a friend, in a lover, etc. I'm eating up a lot of your time. I'm sorry. Your readings always go a little bit longer, but I enjoy the Virgo Collective. Let's get you some oracle cards now, and then we'll hop into the Kippers real quick. So your message here in the next 2 weeks is that you have the opportunity, should you choose to take it. I mean, you don't have to take it, but you have an opportunity here to learn or comprehend, understand why something didn't work out and why something hasn't worked out in your life for you, whether it was financially, personally, you know, romantically, etc. Really understand, really sit with it and go, that's why that person was in my life. I had to learn self-worth, or I had to learn how to speak up for myself, or I had to learn how to make my own money or budget my money better. Because I tell you, when I was going through it for that 3 years, I was like, why am I going through this? Why am I going through this? And then you fast forward a couple of years. I mean, I live in the United States, right? I live in New Jersey. We've had, you know, inflation here. In my state, we felt it pretty hard. New Jersey is typically a pretty expensive state to live in. But, you know, it was funny. I was talking to a friend of mine, and they were like, oh my God, this was like 3 months ago. Oh my God, it was November. It was like right at the start of like our winter season. And he was like, oh my God, my electricity bill is like $480. And I'm like, really? Mine was $85. And he's like, that's impossible. We are in a state of inflation. I'm like, yeah, but for 3 years when I didn't know where my next penny was coming from and I was losing money in the stock market, I learned how to shut off the lights in the rooms that I'm not in. That little investment I made to buy timers was like the best thing I ever did. I changed all my outdoor lighting to solar. And I now have a much more affordable electricity bill than most people that I know. And I have a very large home. It's close to 3,000 square feet because it's 3 floors of living space. But and all my heat is electric here. I converted from oil to heat when I moved in 4.5 years ago. So how do you manage that? Timers. I got all smart heaters and I can control them with an app on my phone. So, you know, but had I not gone through that, yeah, right now, I probably would have cost me $1,000 a month in electricity. How the hell would I pay that? This is the only thing I do for a living. I couldn't manage this house at that price in New Jersey, you know, with our property taxes and stuff. But I went through 3 years of hell learning how to be resourceful. So there's a lesson here. And, you know, there's a need. I mean, if you want to do it, to look back and say, well, that ended or this is ending because this is what I had to learn from it. And now that I learned it, I'm never going to repeat that mistake again. I'm never going to have $1,000 electricity bill again in my life. I'm never going to have that. But I'm also not going to leave every light in the house on either, 24 hours a day. So yeah, there's a lesson here, my love. And if you can learn it, and you understand why that thing came to an end or is coming to an end, you're ready to move forward into something really beautiful. I mean, there's victory across the board here. Let's get 3 oracle cards now for Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. That first row is being clarified by, oh my God, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. I'm telling you, for some of you, it's new love on the horizon. The second row is being clarified by cosmic gateway. There's your cosmic gateway, your Fool card here. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring for you. See it from a different perspective. Did it suck when that job ended or that connection ended? Yep. But see it from a different perspective. What lesson did I learn that now I'll never repeat that mistake again? Or I'll handle that situation differently. Or I'll never fall and be bamboozled by someone again. I'll never fall for that red flag again. Your bottom deck here, you have Trusting Heaven. Oh my God, it's Archangel Michael. It's like one of my favorite cards in this deck. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow this miracle to occur. Miraculous changes are now occurring. Allow the miracle to occur. Look, if something is ending in your life right now, let it go. Let it go with grace. Because what's coming in is just going to blow your freaking mind. And if something has come to an end, let go of this internal battle, this Four of Pentacles to the Five of Swords. Let go of the internal battle of why did it end? Why did it end? Why did it end? And instead look at it as, this is my opportunity now to really get the better job or the better partner or the better friend. If you see it as an opportunity, as a miracle, that's what comes in for you. Let's get into the kippers here. And then we'll close out your reading. Thank you for being with me for almost 30 minutes. I'm sorry for taking up so much of your time. And I know some people don't like when I talk about my life experiences, but if I find it relevant to your reading and I feel called upon to share it, it's kind of my way of letting you know, like, you're not alone. It might not be exactly what you're going through, but and it doesn't mean I'm perfect. It doesn't mean I've learned all my lessons. I've got a shit ton more to go through in my life. Trust me. Some I already know about now that I'm working through, and I'm sure there'll be, 10,000 more in the future. But if I feel that sharing my experience will help you understand that you're not alone, then, that's the reason why I share it. But if you're offended by it, that I do that, I apologize. Let's get a couple kippers here for my Virgos. One more shuffle. Thank you. Your first row, you have High Honor. I like this. I think this is, if you can, let me get the next card out. Yeah, Judication. Thank you. I should have just said it. This is almost like karmic balance being restored to you. And I know that sounds like, well, why did I have to go through it in the first place? Because whatever you were dealing with that's ended in the past, or you're dealing with now that's ending, this is the universe coming in and saying, this has to end because it's not fair to you for it to continue. There's no justice here in this situation. There's no high honor here. Staying in something that is totally failing and dragging you down 10, 10, 10, 10, for God's sakes, like, you deserve better than that. You deserve to be at a job that holds you in high honor and high regard. You deserve to have friends that feel the same way. Family and lovers. Lovers, I keep pluralizing that, but lover or lovers, whatever. Maybe some of you want 10 lovers. I'm not going to judge. But yeah, you deserve to be in situations, environments, and connections that hold you at a high honor. But that's only going to happen, that karmic balance, when you hold yourself in high honor and you say, you know what? I don't need to be in that anymore. I do deserve better than that. Coffin, oh my God, right on the 10 of Wands. Putting an end to that. Main male, you can't make it up. Main male is clarifying the Ace of Cups and the 10 of Cups. Could be main female for some of you. I don't read body parts. But I love how the Fool is 0 and the main male in the Kipper stack is 1. It's like we go from 0, from the new beginning, immediately into whatever the main male is here, or main female. The new job, the new person, the new opportunity. The Ace of Cups, the new opportunity. Your bottom row, you have a wealthy man. Oh my God. And then you have marriage. Look, if this is love, whatever crappy relationship ended for you or is presently ending, as much as you love that person, see them for what they were. They were a lesson, because you have a divine counterpart coming in. This relationship goes the distance. There's victory here. This is a loving person. This is someone who you'll find attractive. Their finances are balanced. This is victory in love. This is your opportunity to have a whole new chapter with this Wheel of Fortune, a whole new chapter in your life with a partner who's really made for you and you for them. And guess what? You don't see it coming. It's almost like as soon as you let go of the past, this comes in. The past hurts. Because some of you, that connection ended, but you haven't fully healed from it. That's why you're starting off with the Four of Swords. And you might verbally say, oh yeah, I'm healed from it. But energetically, you haven't, my love. You haven't. And I'll tell you, there's parts of me now, almost 5 years later, since I told him I wanted a divorce, 2 years post the divorce finalizing, I'm an entirely new connection. There are little parts within me that are not entirely healed over that marriage ending. There's still some things when they come up, there's a little bitterness in my voice when I talk about it. And, you know, I am trying to practice grace and really let that go. So yeah, there could be parts of that thing that ended, that job or that connection, whatever. You're still holding on to a little bit of anger and resentment. And look, I'm not faulting you. You're human. I'm doing it too. But letting go of it is what ushers in the new thing. And if this is something that's currently ending for you, I'm not going to tell you what to do. I can just tell you that when it ends, this is what's coming. Bottom of the deck, the house, a new foundation, courthouse. For some of you, you might have to legally leave that other person, you know, if that's like a marriage ending. But what you have coming towards you is far better than anything you have left behind or are currently leaving behind. But it's on you, you know, it's up to you if you want to do that. But that's what I have for you. You have an amazing opportunity headed your way. Does it require you to take a leap of faith in the next 2 weeks to find that healing, discover and realize that lesson, let go of that person, look for a new job? Yep, it sure as shit does. But what comes in is far better. Look what we have that represents the past. All right. And, you know, when I wasn't sure, and I'm sorry, I'm almost at 40 minutes here with you, but I'll give you an idea. When I was contemplating leaving my marriage, because I sat on it for like a year, okay? It wasn't like I woke up one day and I'm like, I'm out. I sat on it for 10 months, 11 months before I actually said something to him. And if you look at that relationship the way I looked at my marriage, you have to be realistic. You have to look at it like you're a third party, like you're an external force. That's what I had to do with my marriage. I couldn't look at it as Jen, who is married to Tony, because with that comes fondness and memories and nostalgia and the life we built. And so, you know, the Jen in that relationship was like, well, it's not so bad. We had a good life. I helped him raise his 2 kids. We made a lot of memories. But if that relationship was like my best friend's relationship, I would have told her years before that, what the fuck are you doing? You deserve so much better. So also remove yourself if you can. And it's hard to do, especially if this is a person that you love, friend, family member, or lover. But you have to look at it realistically. What was it? The 10 of Wands? The 10 of Swords? I mean, is that where the 5 of Swords? Is that what you wanted to sit in? Perpetually healing? Perpetually in a connection that couldn't go anywhere, the Chariot, because it was blocked by arguments, deception, lies. I mean, is that where you wanted to be like the rest of your life? So if you can, again, change your perspective, and that's hard to do, but if you can change your perspective and say, wow, it really wasn't what I thought it was. It wasn't the way I depicted it. It's not the way I remember it. Or maybe it was all those wonderful things in the beginning, but that's not what it is today, and it's not changing. The forward progress is blocked by the 5 of Swords, the conflict, the lies, the disruption, etc., etc., etc. And if you have a willing counterpart on the other end that wants to resolve that, that's different. But if you're the only one trying to fix it, that Chariot's not moving, my dear. So if this is a love relationship, I would give a realistic view at what it really was, and then understand why it was in your life and what you had to learn from it. And then with this, allow yourself to really heal. And that means letting go of the anger and resentment with grace. No more bitterness. And it ushers in all this new stuff literally out of the blue when you least expect it. And if it's ending now, I'd say let it end. But you ultimately have to make that decision. I can only tell you based on the cards and based on my own experience, what comes in after that ends is something like, for me now, like the relationship I'm in now, I look back and I go, oh my God, I should have left him 10 years before I did. Because I was with him 24 years. I was like, wow, should have left. But if I would have left him 10 years before that, I wouldn't have been smart. wouldn't have been smart. And I would have never met the person I'm with because he was in another connection. So again, was it divine timing at play? Absolutely. Was there a reason why I had to go through those 10 years with him? Yep. Is there a reason everything happened in the 3 years following that? You know, yep. But I'm a much different person today than I was, you know, all those years ago. So I've learned a lot of lessons. Again, more to go, but I've learned a lot. Now I understand why I was in that 24-year connection. I totally get it. It's like childhood wounds up the wazoo that relationship forced me to confront. So whatever it is for you, again, just telling you from experience, don't fight it, because what you have coming in is it's going to blow your freaking mind. It really is. That's what I have for you, my love. Sorry that I took up nearly 40 minutes of your time, but that's what's headed your way in the next 2 weeks. The opportunity to let go with grace and love so you can move forward to something truly abundant. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or you wish to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my friend, I'm wishing you good luck with this. If anyone can do it, you can do it. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.